JohnnyJans here, outside the surprisingly silly world of Dr. Seuss. Why don't you come with me and we're gonna have a good time meandering around. Check out the new panelings on where the old sign was. They just pushed these fresh blue ones up. And do you think they're gonna add a Universal Orlando logo again, or just keep it like this? I guess time will tell. And welcome everybody, JohnnyJans here on day number 14 of this thing that I am doing. And today I'm at Islands of Adventure once again because I love this park. And I am at the Seuss Landing behind me. And I traveled from afar to, I can't rhyme, never mind. But we're gonna go inside and I'm gonna go do the Seuss Trolley train ride, which is an awesome train that takes you around the whole land. So I'm gonna go check things out and talk about that today. So won't you join me? And there it is, the track that runs above Seuss Landing, the Seuss Trolley train ride. There's actually two trains, so you can have two different stories. And the neat thing about this, well, when this first opened, this was never open for a while. So when Islands of Adventure first opened, it took them a long time to get the Seuss Trolley train ride running. I think it was due to lap bar issues and things like that. But now it is fully operational. And as you go up the queue line, it's telling the stories of the Sneetches that wanted green stars and the guy who scammed them out and made out with the money. That's the overall theme of the ride. I think it was the Starbelly Sneetches book. I have to look up which one it was called. They also used to have a Sneetch on a beach, but now anymore. It seemed like when I came back to Universal this time, it's gone. I kind of missed that Sneetch on a beach. I'll show you later. Not a big line for the train ride right now. Like I said, it's a good ride to knock out this morning because it really does get crowded. Like later on today, there's gonna be a line all the way down there. And look at the whimsical things. Oh, there's something moving. So what happens is, this guy comes to town and he starts peddling the green stars that the Sneetches can get. And I think he like convinces them it's better to have a green star. So all the Sneetches, they're like, we want green stars, so they paying him all this money to get green stars. Well then, I guess somehow he convinces them that it's cool not to have green stars, and then he scams them again. It's like the biggest money laundering scheme in Dr. Seuss. So there's two tracks, there's two different trains you can go on, and there's 4 different songs possibly, or stories that they tell. So you can have out of 4 different combinations of what your story on the train's gonna be. And there we go, a successful ride on the Seuss Trolley train ride. I had the alphabet one, so I meandered around Seuss Landing, listening to the fun Seussical alphabet of everything that's around you. And it was a fun one. And at the end, the Sneetches all worked it out. They all realized they're happy together. It doesn't matter if they have a green star or not. What matters is don't fall for tricks from that greedy old man. Send him packing. Now, like all things, we exit in the gift shop. However, this one exits into a bakery where you get hypnotized by all the sweet treats and everything. And they have the smells pumped in here. Man, it really wants to make you get something good. Look at all that good stuff. Sweets, treats. It is sweet, and they are treats. This place is very accurate. Look at the sugar. Give your kids that and try them not to nap. Give your kids some of that and try to make them not nap, right? So funny. All right, we're outside Seuss Trolley train ride, and I'm gonna show you a couple things around Seuss Landing today before I wrap it up. Gonna take a ride on one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish right now, which is a fun Dumbo style attraction. And the thing about this one, you really gotta pay attention to the song they sing and what fish you are, or you're gonna get wet. Because if you don't listen, they shoot you with the hose. These guys right here, these bad fish hanging out. So I'm gonna take a spin on this, literally. Try not to get wet. Just got off 1 fish, 2 fish, and I did not get wet. I listened pretty hard to the instructions, but in the end, the water was off anyway, because it's too cold to get people wet. We got the Lorax being represented here, and there's his house, and this was always neat. You could stick your face, your whole face in this tube. I know you listen, but I'm laughing at JohnnyJans sticking his face inside the tube. Actually, you're supposed to listen, as the word says, and you could hear the Lorax talking.
Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot.
There you go. So located right underneath the Seuss Trolley train ride is the Dr. Seuss All the Books You Can Read store. And I want to go inside and see what the title of that book that's based on the train ride was. I just can't remember it, and I'm sure it's here. Let's go check out this gift shop. And they have a lot of merchandise, but where are the books? Oh, here are the books. Yes, they do have books. And they have a bunch of Dr. Seuss. Is it the Sneetches? Yeah, there's a book called The Sneetches. I bet that's what it is. That's probably the book. Oh. It is, so the ride is based on the Sneetches right there.
They had stars and no stars.
Oh, nice. Here's my favorite Dr. Seuss book, Horton Hears a Who. Loved it, and I love the reiteration by Jim Carrey in the cartoon version. Right next to another good book, Oh, the Places You'll Go.
It's Jim Carrey in Horton Hears a Who.
Yeah, he's the voice of Horton. That's why it was so good. And Steve Carell played the Who. It's a classic. And talk about classics, How the Grinch Stole Christmas up there. Another Jim Carrey favorite. We got another thing of interest over here. We got a little door in secret room 8. I don't know what that's a reference to. Maybe you Susie and friends at home can leave a comment about what happens in room 8. Hope it's not like The Shining. Well, there it is, folks. My day is done. We had some laughs and we had a lot of fun here at Seuss Landing. That's gonna do it for today on this thing that I'm doing. Thanks for coming along with me. And as always, I'm JohnnyJans, and until next time, I'll catch you out there meandering around. And to prove that the Sneetches were once here, this is Sneetch Beach. But there's no beaches. Look, he built a sandcastle, a radio. I'm checking out the Mythos restaurant. Did that yesterday. You can look at that video if you want to learn more about Mythos and my lunchtime experience there. Now, right over here at the edge of this walkway, I'm gonna tell you, there's a restroom. However, there's a recording about Q is for something, and it says it like every 3 or 4 minutes, and it's been that way since the park has opened. See if we can.
Q is for Quan. Quan is for quandary.
Quan is for quandary, and I feel like I've always heard this when I walk by, and I think about it. It says it for the past 20 years, so that's something. Q is for quandary. I just remember this, and I think I always will.
Q is for Quan. Quan is for quandary.
So weird. And I don't even know what that means. Think right, think low, and think high. Oh, the thinks you can think up if you only try. Bye-bye. It's a good inspirational message right there as you leave Seuss Landing.